Today we're going to go back in time to 2010, a peak of drugstore makeup in my opinion. This is when I really started to do makeup in middle school, going into high school, and we're gonna be going over some OG drugstore makeup products that I loved. If this brings back any memories, please leave me a comment down below. A lot of these products don't even exist anymore. That's how old they are. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start off strong. Now, this collection, in my memory, this was the first celebrity collab with a drugstore makeup brand. I don't remember anyone before this doing a collab that was available in the drugstore. It was such a fun time. Oh my god, and like seeing this display, you guys, 2013. Now, the period that I'm talking about, like 2010 to 2012, this was the beginning of YouTubers in makeup. Jaclyn Hill, Kristen Dominique, Candy, OG, like the very beginning of makeup content and consumption online. Still to this day, I would say the Wet n Wild lipsticks are some of the best that you can get at the drugstore. They might still sell this, I'm not sure, but they came in this packaging with this kind of blunt cut lipstick. I mean, these are good lipsticks. I would still recommend these lipsticks if they sell them. Moving on to a product that had a vice grip on every high school girl's wallet and purse. This was like after lip smackers. We had outgrown lip smackers, and this is the first like tinted lip balm that I can remember. That has me segueing into another product that really had like all of the internet in a standstill freaking out over this, the Baby Skin Primer. This was the first primer that I tried. I'm pretty sure this is the first primer I ever tried, and this was at a time where I didn't even wear foundation. I had no business wearing a primer without foundation. I literally just got this and would just like put it all over my face and wear eyeshadow with no eye primer, mind you. Like, eye primer was not a thing back in the day, and maybe like a lip gloss and some mascara, and of course like really dark black eyeliner only on the bottom waterline too. And that was like a signature look for me and a lot of high school girls. Now, this is a brand that I really feel has been swept under the rug. I hear absolutely nobody talking about Rimmel anymore. Yeah, did I unlock a memory there? Because I completely forgot about Rimmel for years and years and years, and I recently was thinking about the Stay Matte powder. This is actually a good powder. I remember this was the best powder that I had tried. I believe this is actually the first makeup product I ever owned. Get this. Please, someone tell me that you also used this god-awful liquid that they tried to sell as a foundation. Or this was shellac in a bottle. The Covergirl Clean Liquid Foundation. It came in this rounded triangle packaging. I also had the matching powder. My freshman year of high school was in 2012, and I joined the drama club and I played someone in Romeo and Juliet. I could not tell you who I played, but it was customary that everyone wore heavy makeup, you know, stage makeup. And I mean, this was before I ever looked up tutorials on how to do makeup. This was like, there wasn't a lot of information online or on YouTube at the time either. So I went in, got a shade that was way too dark for me, like shade matching, who is she? That didn't exist. And I would just cover my face in this, and then I would set it with the matching powder. Yes, this powder, it would come in the plastic packaging just like this. Oh my gosh, this brings back so many memories. And I would powder my whole face with those little puffs that come in compacts that like no one uses. Like that was the only tool I had, so I would use it. And it was cakey and patchy and not my shade. But yeah, this was the first makeup product I ever owned that was mine. That wasn't my mom's that I borrowed. That was truly mine. Covergirl was the brand you would go to for mascara. I mean, this Lash Blast Volume mascara in the orange tube, they still sell this. I mean, they've been selling this for what, like 15 years now? And it's a good mascara. I will still be loyal and say this is still a good mascara. I personally go for different preferences in mascara, so I personally wouldn't wear this anymore. I tried it a couple years ago. It's still a good mascara. It just wasn't my vibe anymore, but this was one of my favorite mascaras. Like, I went through 4 or 5 of these. I as soon as one would run out or dry out, I had to get another one. And I had the orange one and also this one, which is actually a really, really good mascara. I'm thinking about purchasing it again, actually. The Covergirl Clump Crusher. And this is when, like, you guys remember every single mascara or lots of makeup products would come in this type of packaging where it was the cardboard with the plastic film over it, and like ripping it open and getting like a new fresh makeup product was so much fun and exciting. This mascara is really good for the lower lashes. I would wear Lash Blast on the top and then put Clump Crusher on the bottom. I want to repurchase this and revisit the Clump Crusher mascara because it really did not smudge. And I basically never wear lower lash mascara anymore because no matter what mascara I try, it always smudges. I've tried so many. And Covergirl has moved into like a vegan, cruelty-free era, which I live for. I think all brands should be vegan and cruelty-free. This bronzer really had, oh my god. And with the imprint, yes, okay, I remember now. I completely forgot it had the imprint of a sun in the inside with a little puff and a mirror. Like, this felt like not a luxurious product, but this felt like a legit product. Like, it had a mirror, a puff. Yeah, it's just a really good product. If they still sell this and you're interested, I would definitely check it out, and also the Color Wheel one as well. Let's talk about mascaras, because mascara was and probably is still the gateway drug into the rest of the makeup world. The Maybelline Volume Express, the Rocket Mascara. Everyone talked about this, everyone raved about this, everyone used this. And I remember I tried the original one and the waterproof one. Now, I would definitely never wear Maybelline mascaras again. I don't buy from Maybelline because they are not cruelty free, but this is a good mascara, I have to say. The original one, not the waterproof one. Unless you want to hurt yourself, don't get the waterproof one. Oh my god, can we just take a trip down memory lane? Okay, yeah, this whole top row right here, the Rocket mascara I tried, the Spider Effect mascara I tried, hated that one's scary. The Falsies one, Maybelline Falsies mascara, like, I'm literally getting goosebumps and like excited right now. Like, that was that bitch. And the Mega Plush one, that one's actually a really nice mascara. Here's the thing about the ones that come in these packagings, you will get a good 2 uses out of this product before it dries out. Now, this mascara line, I actually really enjoyed. This was the Voluminous Butterfly mascara line from L'Oreal. This was a pricier mascara. It was more expensive than the Covergirl Wet n Wild Maybelline mascaras, but I remember one day I went in there and I splurged on the Voluminous Butterfly mascara from L'Oreal. And this one, the brush is wicked. I'm scared just looking at it. It looks like a torture device. It looks painful. It probably was, but I wore this anyway. And I remember it really did give like that cat eye effect where your lashes on the outer corner looked longer, and then it tapered once you got in the inner corner. The shade Praline and the shade Caramel from the Color Stay Cream eyeshadow line, and I had both of these. If you want your eyeshadow to be on for actually like a literal 24 hours, get the Revlon Color Stay eyeshadows. Like, they're legit. That's a product that I would still recommend. Oh my god, do they still sell this? If they still sell this, I'll be shocked. Oh my god, it's still on the website. This is insane. Someone has to remember this Shadow Lock eyelid primer. It only comes in one shade, this like sheer shade, but it's this like pale nude pinky color, and it does not work. Someone's lying here. It's definitely not worth 4 stars. I would give this maybe a solid 2 stars. Listen, horrible brushes. I mean, they're really not worth the money, but when e.l.f. sold everything just in the white packaging, I'll see if they still sell the powder that I'm thinking of. It was a white packaging with a clear top, and they would sell these baked products, like a baked blush, baked highlight, maybe even a baked bronzer in that white packaging. Nyx Butter Gloss. I think this was when I started to explore Ulta, was when I discovered NYX and the butter glosses. This was like one of the first viral lip products from the drugstore that you would find on YouTube. Everyone was losing their minds over like certain shades, and this was just like something you did not see. Like, you did not see in the drugstore this variety of color, and not just of like nude colors, but colorful colors. And these are like $5 or $6, and I still own the NYX Butter Gloss. I have it in the shade Angel Food Cake. I did also own Tiramisu and another shade, but they expired, so I don't have them anymore, but I would still recommend this. This is a really good formula. And speaking of lip products, this one haunts me. This formula is awful. My apologies to Covergirl. This is one of your worst products. It should be illegal, fraudulent to still sell this. I believe they still do. But what I will say is this truly was a long-lasting liquid lipstick. I remember I would wear this, especially when I did musicals and plays, and you'd have rehearsals for hours and hours and hours, and you'd be drinking and eating food, and this was the first product that would withstand all of that. But the way it wore off, I was like 15 probably wearing this stuff. No business wearing this stuff, and I would get butthole lips. With this liquid lipstick, it was not like a gradual fade, like if you wore a lipstick and you ate something and it would like gradually fade away. This was like actual paint that would chip off if it came in contact with an oil or some kind of moisture, like in food and drink. So it would patch off in just little flakes, not evenly and not gradually. And I mean, there's a reason that they include this little balm thing, because if you did not apply the balm with it, I mean, it was pain. It was torture. Going back to eyeshadow, this was at a time where eyeshadow palettes at the drugstore were basically non-existent. You did have the Wet n Wild Color Icon formula, and this truly is one of my favorite formulas of all time. I'm so upset that they changed it and discontinued all of these cute little trios and quads, because they really were the standard. Like, everything that I tried after, including this Maybelline eyeshadow palette, oh, God forbid anyone tries this to this day and has this to this day because it's god awful. But this was like the first eyeshadow palette at the drugstore. Like, I could not tell you, other than the Wet n Wild stuff, like any other brand that had a palette with multiple shades at the drugstore. And the internet went crazy for this palette. And Maybelline ended up releasing a few versions of this palette, all of them god awful. I've tried some of them. This one was the most tolerable. This was the thing. The mattes were chalky and dry. The shimmers were flaky, crusty, like you could not get any payoff. Just more things that we did not ask for. Now, Miss Tati Westbrook on YouTube, you are responsible for the reason that I got this powder and I had the driest, cakeyest under eyes ever in high school. I mean, she really talked highly of this powder. Maybe it was the way I was applying it. Maybe this powder actually is really good and works, but I cannot stand this powder. It smells like baby powder. It's probably causes lung cancer. It probably has carcinogens and microplastics in it. I mean, the smell is god awful. This was really popular when baking became popular on the internet. Everyone was talking about this powder. Everyone was baking with this powder. And baking is just a scam and a joke. They're lying to you. The internet is lying to you if you really think that baking is a good idea. It's just makes no sense. And this powder enabled me to do baking, and it was awful. Like, the crepiest. You could see every single line, like lines that I didn't even know were there. Wow. Oh my god, I had this one. Oh, and the packaging. So Physicians Formula, this is before butter bronzer. That's how old, that's how much of a throwback this is. This is before butter bronzer was even a thought in anyone's mind. I had this one. The Shimmer Strips Custom Eye in this packaging with the cute little bow and the little lace that they put on the outside. Like, you had never seen packaging like this. Physicians Formula came out the gate with cute packaging. Like, this kind of packaging, it was like hard, like an actual, like you took glitter nail polish and like painted it over cardboard. Like, that's what that one, this one in the pink glitter packaging, like that's what that one felt like. This one with the lace, I remember like the lace was just like loosely covering it and you would like rip it by accident. But yeah, like the cute little bows, that really got a lot of people to buy this. But like at the time, like this was something we had never seen before. It was so cute. It was so revolutionary. Like, no other brand was really doing packaging like Physicians Formula. And Milani. I still adore Milani. Milani's eyeshadow primer is the best eyeshadow primer at the drugstore. Just trust me. This was the first eyeshadow primer that I tried that actually worked. And I tried this like way back in the day, like 2014, and I've been using it ever since, and now it's 2022. So it stood the test of time. Milani has had some of my favorite products of all time. Their lipsticks are really good, but way back in the day, Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. It used to look like this in this packaging. I don't believe they either don't sell it anymore or the packaging and the color is slightly different. It's not the same, but this was a dupe for NARS Orgasm when blush was really popular. NARS Orgasm, I think still is like one of the best selling blushes of all time. Milani Luminoso is a dupe for NARS Orgasm and a drugstore dupe at that. So everyone and their dog, mom, grandma was using Luminoso. And I'm gonna bring everyone back to shopping at the mall. This is technically not drugstore, but I want to close out this video with something that brought a lot of joy and a lot of people people's hearts, and that is Bath and Body Works. Everyone and their mom was shopping at Bath and Body Works. I mean, it's still a successful brand. They're still kicking it. You will not catch me putting any of their body products on my body. Just the ingredients are not good ingredients. I really wouldn't put any of their lotions or use their body wash in their body sprays. I would not hurt yourself in that way. But their lip glosses, this Mentha lip tint in the shade Pink Mint. This one. I've been using this for 10 years, and the name is correct and the name is accurate. It's the only lip balm I wear at night. I've repurchased countless of these. I mean, the whole like Bath and Body Works lip balm, lip gloss line, it's honestly, they're good. I would still recommend these. They smell good, they taste good. So yeah, there are so many more products that I could talk about, and I will be doing a high-end version of this because there's a lot of stuff that you would find at Ulta like way back in the day, like even brands that don't exist anymore, like Becca Cosmetics. Y'all remember Becca Cosmetics? Homegirl doesn't even exist anymore. She doesn't even go here anymore. But there are so many products and other brands and stuff that I would love to talk about that are from like 10 years ago, OG throwback makeup products. So if you have any that I didn't talk about, leave a comment down below. Let's discuss. These kind of videos make me really excited about makeup, and it's just fun to like look back at what we used to use and what used to be popular. So thank you so much for being here, friends, and I'm sending you so much love and light, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!